Hey guys, it's me. I know it's been a while since I've recorded, but that's because I want to come clean on a lot of the shit that's just been happening with me this year. I haven't really felt comfortable to tell a lot of other people this still, but I know I need to come clean eventually. So, earlier this year, I was back in January. I was still a casual. I was 2 months away from becoming part time at my job, and things seemed to be going smoothly. But in the previous months, there had been a series of arguments between my mother and their partner, and in January, they split up after 9 years of being together. And from then up until about September, it was basically he was fighting. It was basically a fighting situation, and it was just really chaotic, and it was scary. And like, I feel like a part of it is my fault, and I hadn't told a lot of other people this because I don't want anyone to worry about me. Because I knew that going into this year, everybody was going to be already really preoccupied with other things they had going on in their lives, whether it be starting new jobs or starting off with uni or other. So I just don't want to bring it up to a lot of people. In fact, the only person outside of my family that I did tell was my best friend Liam. And then after that were two of my other best friends and my girlfriend. But aside from those people, I basically didn't feel comfortable telling anyone. And that was because I had a lot of other shit going on as well. I have had multiple complications this year with just everything. Finances have been really rough. I'm not gonna lie. And that's another reason why I haven't been recording. I've been so busy with work and just everything else. I haven't had time to really record, and I hadn't wanted to. And I know that sounds really dumb, but it's the truth. I have also been struggling with mental health once again. It was to the point where on multiple occasions I just fucking broke. I just sat in my room and just fucking cried. Because it's just been too much this year. This entire year has been too much, and what's made this year probably extremely hard, much harder than it would have normally been, is that I didn't really have any of my friends that I could find time to talk to, because I thought everyone would be preoccupied with work or study or just hanging out with other people, and they are, and that's great. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm really happy that my friends are still staying in contact with one another, but for me, from my point of view, it kind of feels like I've just been left out of the loop. I mean, I still occasionally get messaged, and I do appreciate those messages a lot, but aside from that, It's currently raining outside. And I honestly feel like that's my state of mind right now, is that I'm just raining full of thoughts and emotions everywhere that I don't know how to even possibly control. And on the physical side, it's been really bad. At the end of December last year, I was 69 kgs. By April, I had increased my weight by 17 kgs. I was 86. Health-wise, physically, I have gotten a bit better. My legs are still a bit shit, but the rest of my body's come alright. Sleep schedule's still a fucking clutter mess, but yeah. Oh yeah, and in fucking March, I went up to part-time finally, but it was only on 12 hours, and I think at some point during, like, winter, it got to a point where it just wasn't enough. And I'm already on the benefit, which is fucking terrible, and I don't like it, but it's probably the only way right now that I'm even surviving. My board was originally $300, and that covers everything. And I paid an extra $50 for each month in winter to help for power, and that was fine. But I'm currently permanently paying $350 until $350 for quite a future. It's not unforeseeable. It probably will change sometime next year. Hopefully. But there's not much I can really do. I've put in requests from warehouse, and for like the past 5 weeks I've been doing 4 shifts every week. And that's not going to change anytime soon next week with Labor Day and Halloween. Oh, I'm not even actually working Halloween, I'm working the day after. So if you're wondering why I've been so quiet, I've been dealing with a lot of shit. Also, in August, I got sick twice. I got COVID the first time. Actually, no, I didn't get COVID at all. No, I got back-to-back colds. Not the flu, cold. Back-to-back. I had the cold on Tuesday, and then by Saturday, I was fine. I was good. I was able to go to my cousin Stormer's party. It was their 18th. It was a blast. I really liked getting to meet their friends. And then by the Tuesday the next week, I was fucking sick again. So I literally had to use up what little sick leave I have. So I'm currently out of sick leave, which is a right pain, but there's not much I can do. Oh, again with everything else. Since Mum's former partner has moved out, though, it's been pretty quiet. And I do mean quiet, like, it's so nice not to constantly have loud noises going on at night. I can just really appreciate being able to actually sleep properly. My sleep schedule's still crap, but whenever I do actually get enough sleep, it's good sleep. Yeah, and I also had my birthday, but honestly, it was really inconsequential. I mean, I didn't expect much from my 19th this year. Really didn't expect much from anything this year. especially in all the shit that has happened. I'm sorry if I seem really. If you're wondering why I'm talking with my eyes closed so much, it's because I feel like it's easier to talk to you guys with my eyes closed than with them open. Oh god, it's so tough. On the mental health side, though, it's still been pretty rough. I did have some there. That's not to say that this year's been just completely negatives. Obviously, I went out to part-time, which is positive. I got to see my godmother again, and my godmother is pregnant, and I, when I found out, I responded just with, "Am I gonna be a god uncle?" And then my godmother and mother looked to each other, and then my godmother looked back to me and said, "Yeah, you're gonna be a god uncle." So in December, I'm gonna be a god uncle, which is awesome. I never thought that was gonna happen, but I'm really excited. And I'm also obviously happy for my godmother and her partner. I actually got to catch up with my dad's sister, my auntie. The only person on my dad's side, well, the only, big family member on my dad's side that actually acknowledges my existence. And it was the first time I had talked to her in, over a decade. And honestly, that day, despite the pain in my legs, that day, hanging out with her and her kids and her mother, it's got to be one of the best days I have had this entire fucking year. One of the best days I've had in this entire decade so far. And maybe one of the best days of my life, because it means a lot to catch up with someone I haven't seen in ages. And that's not to say I haven't been struggling to keep up with friends either. I've had dinner with Taylor, a friend of mine. I've gone out with Bailey and Zeke, two other friends of mine, for lunch or Pokemon Go. I've hung out with Liam multiple times, and those have been really nice. I've also been still communicating with people online and stuff. And I've actually gotten into D&D recently, as of I think it was in July or August. I actually started to really get into it and join in on my Discord server's D&D sessions, and that's been a lot of fun. And I've been getting to learn more about people and get to know people better. But it still feels like I haven't gone to see or talk to as many people as I would like to. Oh, and I also got to catch up with some of my female friends, and I think that was around March and April. Yeah, that would have been around May. It would have been sometime in the fall, I think. I caught up with some female friends, and honestly, that was really nice. It was really good to catch up with them. And I've had the occasional run-in with a teacher from school at work while I'm on the job, and it's nice to get to chat to them while I'm scanning their groceries. It's a little bit awkward, but it's also just nice to still be able to catch up with people. I don't know if you can hear, but it is pouring down really hard outside. The roof is getting walloped right now. I wanted to record this video mainly because I find it hard to individually or even just in a group chat catch up to everyone on how I'm doing and how they're doing. No, not. I've struggled a lot this year. I've had a lot of downs, but also a lot of ups. Like, oh yeah, I finally had my Duke of Edinburgh. I finally got to attend the proper Duke of Edinburgh gold ceremony, and I got to catch up with some friends I hadn't talked to in a while there, and I got to meet some pretty important people. Well, some people related to pretty important people. And it was awesome. It was such a blast. And I'm so happy my godmother was able to come down to Christchurch to see it. I was so happy. But aside, it's fair to say that my hope of this year being, of my first gap year being the easy one, was wrong. My first gap year has not been the easy gap year. It has not been a long shot. This year has been the tough one. One of the tough ones. Next year I'm hoping will be a lot easier. But there's still a bit of this year left to go, with a lot of work left to be done. Including me catching up with 2 more people I haven't actually gone to spend proper time with in almost a decade. Yeah, I've been trying to catch up with a lot of because I've had so many of my friends busy. I've been basically trying to catch up with like older people who I haven't seen in a while, or just family in general. Like my uncle, who I've spent a lot of time, who I have spent a good majority of time with, and he and I have agreed that if I give him $200, he's actually built me a PC, and if I give him $200 for it, it's all mine, which is fantastic. I can literally just hook it up to the TV in my bedroom, and I'm struggling to speak. And I can also use it to upload and edit videos, so I'll actually be able to edit videos properly, which will be interesting. I'll also be able to, if I get a capture card, record things on the PC, which would be awesome. Which would be absolutely awesome, and I'd love to do it. But yeah, that's basically me this year. Different shit, but still the same fucking mess I was last year at this point. Except, at this point last year, I had to worry about exams, but this time, there's no exams for me to worry about aside from the exam rush that there's going to be at work from people coming in to buy more stuff. But, to be fair, it's going to be busy at work from now. Well, it's going to be from earlier this week all the way to after Waitangi Day next year. That is how long it's going to be busy for at Woolworths for me. Oh yeah, and if you're wondering how my cats are doing, they're fine. They're 5 years old now, by the way, which is it's crazy to think about. And it's also crazy to think about that at this point, a decade ago, I was a real piece of fucking work. And I still am, but I'm learning to manage myself more. And I've grown a lot. I've changed a lot, and okay. If you bothered to watch this at all, thank you so much. And I'll just see you guys in the next video, I guess. Take it easy.